You know what? I had the perfect intro prepared for this episode. It had everything. I've forgotten it now, so I'm not going to say it, but it's mainly overshadowed with the fact that we intended to hit the red button practically 3 hours ago.
I got here at 7.
When people usually record podcasts, they do it over Skype and they mix it all together through Audacity and stuff like that. We actually do ours in the same room. Just one microphone on a table. Long story short,
We got locked out.
we got locked out of the house for a while. Because...
Oh, come on. It's not entirely my fault.
I agree.
Don't look at me like that. It isn't entirely my... I will agree with you that it is mostly my fault, but I'm not taking it all. Alright, I refuse to take it all, because that lock was fucked before I left my key in it.
We had to leave the house to get you a Happy Meal.
Oh, yeah, that was completely my fault. Like, the reason why we left
Yeah.
was my fault. That is my fault. Because...
I opted to stay behind and set up the microphone. But I was told not to because, and I quote, it will be an adventure.
It fucking was.
It was.
Was I wrong?
You weren't wrong.
I wasn't wrong.
I feel very adventured today.
No, I tweeted earlier saying that I need to reel in my nah, do it, it'll be hilarious attitude. And this is one of those exact reasons as to why I need to stop doing that. Because if I hadn't have, you would have stayed here and it wouldn't have even been a problem.
Yeah,
and because I was like, nah, it'll be funny, fuck it, come.
Well, we got this funny intro out of it, so it was worth the substantial amount of money that had to go towards a new lock.
That locksmith, though, he was brilliant.
Yes, he was very good. Thank you, Alan. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the Barely Banter podcast, episode 7. I'm Barely Breathing Reviews, and I'm drinking Highland Cream High in Peated Malt, my favourite type of malt. It's 40%, so who gives a shit? Anyway, to my left is Scott.
Hello all, I'm still ill. I think I was in the last one.
You were, yes.
Yeah, I was.
Is this the same illness? Because if it is, you should see something.
Nah, I got Bailey's. That'll do. And we also have Claire.
Hello, listeners. I also must apologise for my voice this evening. We hit it hard on Friday, and my voice just has not recovered since. I'm drinking hooch.
Nice.
It's a hooch.
I haven't drank this much before. Like, I was really reluctant to try it because of just how grotesque it looks.
No, it's basically poor man's Smirnoff Ice, isn't it?
Essentially.
Or
it's
slightly well-off man's VS Cloudies.
It's nice, though. But, I mean, the whole reason as to why we had to leave and why we didn't just start recording was because I'd forgotten the Happy Meal toy for the Happy Meal review section of our podcast, which I haven't done in the last 2, I think. So I felt I owed it to
You've definitely missed at least one.
I've definitely missed one. Definitely didn't do it. Yeah, so we had to go to our local Mackey's and grab me a Happy Meal. A terrible thing to have happened. Oh.
Yeah, it was like Bilbo running out of Bag End in The Hobbit. It was like, I'm off on an adventure.
Fucking skipped out the door, didn't we?
Yeah, gracefully.
Yeah, fucking lovely life. Anyway, so there we were, the armfuls of McDonald's stuff. I don't know, Scott seems to be struggling with the door there. 2.5 hours later.
Got the door open.
We got in, thanks to Alan. Oh, we're even, listeners. This is how fucking dedicated we are to you. We even started...
Oh shit! I forgot about this!
You forgot about this. We even started to record the podcast from the car, sat on the drive waiting for our locksmith. We got about 6 minutes worth of content and then realised that we weren't drunk enough.
I might actually have that at the end of this.
Yeah.
Just to let them know what it sounded like.
I mean, it's only 6 minutes, this recording. Just whack it on at the end.
Yeah,
Enjoy
I'll
that.
do that. Yeah, Rogue One passed the $1 billion figure at worldwide box office recently. It cost $200 million to make that movie. And in tickets alone, it's profited massively. That's insane. When I thought about it more, it's actually quite amazing that a Star Wars movie without George Lucas, no Skywalker, no Jedi, and a completely new set of characters with a female protagonist still managed to make $1 billion in cinema. It's in the top 3 highest grossing movies of last year. Civil War or Finding Dory is number 1.
I want to see that.
You still haven't seen it. What I liked better about the film, though, was Pixar did a little short animation of this little baby bird thing. It was so cute. The animation was well on point as well. It was better. Like, it was funny because I was thinking at the time when I was watching this animation, I bet the Finding Nemo animation is going to look really shoddy in comparison to this because it was quality.
I love those little shorts they do.
Yeah, little shorts. It was wicked and I loved it.
Loads, tons of them. They had one. There was a guy. It was like a piece of paper or something, and he was following this piece of paper around, and he would basically put this man and woman together, but like do this weird journey. It's really hard. If you look on YouTube, I think you can find a lot of them all on there.
Yeah. So Star Wars news.
Yes.
I have Star Wars news. But I know the title, the next film.
I know it as
You
well.
know it as well.
Yeah.
She knows.
No.
It's going to be The Last Jedi.
Interesting. The logo is done in
red.
red as opposed to the classic gold or yellow as you've known for many years. It means several things. You relate the colour red to the Sith in this franchise.
Yeah.
You just do. The Imperial Guards wear red suits as well. Red 5 was Luke's cool name. The colour red is very significant to both sides, but more so the Sith. I like the fact that if you put the titles of Episode 7 and Episode 8 together, it reads The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. Meaning I think it's about Rey, not Luke.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, Kanye's done that with a couple of his albums. He's, basically he's made a sentence with these different album titles.
So deep and edgy. But anyway, yeah. What do you want from Episode 8?
Well, let me tell you this first. I heard on the grapevine, so that's where you hear things often, that Woody Harrelson is going to be in it. You know, Haymitch from the Hunger Games.
Yes.
Him. I think he was in Zombieland too. He's been confirmed as Han Solo's mentor in The Last Jedi.
Shit.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting what they're doing with that.
Yeah, I was about to say, because he looks younger than Harrison Ford does now.
Exactly. So I don't know if they're going to do some more CGI bullshit.
Yeah, it would have to.
Like they did with Leia. I'm hoping that they don't have to do that.
They can do, like, amazing stuff with just makeup alone. Do you remember in The Two Towers when they made Bernard Hill's King Theoden look so old and then transform so young just through makeup alone?
True, yeah.
It was incredible.
In, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Two Towers. So it's possible. I don't have to do CGI for stuff like that. Just dedicated makeup artists.
Exactly.
And it'll look incredible and it'll age much better.
Time and art, rather than just throwing a computer at it.
Yeah, unless he's providing the voice for a droid in that case.
I don't know, maybe. Gwendolyn Christie is also meant to be returning.
She was in a garbage chute last time we saw her, wasn't she?
Yeah. That's my Star Wars news. So after hearing that, what are you now expecting?
A lot of people are expecting Poe and Finn to get together romantically, aren't they?
I think that's what people want.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams hinted that there was a homosexual character in the movie, but obviously didn't reveal it.
No.
A lot of people are expecting that. I think Luke's gonna die. I really do.
It doesn't seem too inappropriate. They could do that, but why would he be dying? Like, what would lead you to those circumstances?
Combat? Well, we don't know, obviously, because nothing's been revealed, which is what I really like about this. I remember The Force Awakens, the build-up to it. J.J. Abrams was just revealing so much stuff unnecessarily.
All of those adverts.
Yeah.
Long trailers as well. It was too much.
But this one's keeping its cards very close to its chest. It's just revealed the title like extremely recently and the logo. That's it, which gives us the air of mystery and surprise, which is going to make us enjoy the film so much more instead of being kind of like drip fed information. And then when it comes to the actual viewing of the film, it's so anticlimactic, but when it's all released on you at once and it's shit's going crazy, it'll just be a much better experience.
Like when you're with a squirter.
Exactly
all
like
at
that.
Once. I mean, I feel like I've done well. I mean, how far are we into it? I've only just mentioned a vagina.
It says 20 minutes 48 seconds on the Audacity
on the
file.
unedited.
So that's unedited, so fuck knows what it says now.
30 seconds.
Yeah, bear that in mind for the future. If we say stuff like we're so far in, just ignore that.
I feel like I've done well though to not mention my vagina up till now.
Incredibly well.
Because I also have vagina news.
Vagina news!
No, I told you in the car.
No, fuck Star Wars, I want to hear this.
Here's a little nugget of information for you listeners. Me and Scott go climbing. Because there's a serious height and weight difference between us, I have to wear a sandbag to hold me down. Because otherwise we'd just like a counterweight.
What kind of image of Scott are the listeners
That's
having
what I was
in their
thinking. I
head
just
now?
imagine he's a fat bastard.
No, Scott's in shape, Claire's just very petite.
Yeah, little do they know that, like, Scott's a fucking giant or a fucking midget. That's the only reason. Yeah, I'll just walk you through it. Scott, earlier, took an unexpected fall. And I just wasn't prepared for it, because fuck knows what I was doing, probably thinking about vaginas. And then he fell. I kind of got launched forwards a bit until the sandbag caught me. In amongst this launching, which, you know, happens often to me, launching off of things. But in this particular launch, my one leg comes around the sandbag and this chain just ends up crushing my vagina. And then, so I'm trying to, like, sort my life out. Well, I'm trying to sort Scott out because he's the one who's fallen and we need to get him back on the wall and safe until we can all, you know, relieve the pressure and move on. So, not only was my vagina violently ran along this chain, it's now being, like, smushed by the chain, my right flap right in. And because I've recently shaved, but a few days ago, I've got, like, the start of that stubble. So, it was like... No, it was like fucking road rash. Like,
oh god.
Either way, what I'm trying to say is I've done quite well to have not mentioned that sooner.
Who remembers Witchblade?
Mm-hmm.
Witchblade was awesome.
Witchblade was excellent with the bracelet.
Yes, the bracelet that Sarah Pazzini was given to fight off supernatural evil.
She was hot.
I can't remember how it came to be that she had the bracelet. Oh, it was passed down from generations to generations, because, yeah, that's it, it's coming back to me now. I remember her great ancestor being Joan of Arc, and that's how it, yes, that was out in 2001.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
It was only
Christ.
one season long as well.
That does not seem like that long ago.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It was on Sci-Fi.
Fucking hell.
It was
yeah.
on Sci-Fi before it was Siffy.
Mm. Anyway, yeah, it's getting a reboot.
No way! Who's going to be in it? Is she going to be in it?
Nothing like that has been revealed at all.
Oh, you're
It's-
such a tease.
I know. Very little's
How
known
old
about
will
this.
she be now, though?
Sarah Pazzini. It depends how they're going to do it. It's just a reboot. We don't know if
No, but she did know. I just thought, as Claire said, is she in it? I wonder how old she would be.
I
so
bet you
just
anything.
to work
Oh.
out,
I bet
she
you
might make an
anything.
appearance like a trainer or something.
Yeah. It'll be that she's then passed it down to her daughter.
it'll
Yeah.
continue through the
It'll continue
bloodline.
that way.
Yes.
If it was generation.
Haven't even read the comics. I've only just seen the TV series. Anyway, these names might mean something to you, but I've not heard of them. Caroline Dryas is working on the plot. She writes Vampire Diaries.
I never got into that. Vampire Diaries happened right after the whole Twilight fucking
Oh, really?
franchise exploded and jissened on society.
That it did.
And then Vampire Diaries came out, just like riding that jizz right into Dollar Street, just so they could fucking. No, I don't watch it, sorry.
And CSI producer Carol Mendelssohn is also on board.
CSI's really popular, isn't it? I've never seen it. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen a couple of episodes. I can see why they're going to bring someone from CSI into it, because Sarah Pazzini was obviously a cop, wasn't she?
It was Joan of Arc's Gauntlet.
Yes, it was.
That's what it was.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry, that's just come to me.
But yeah, I'm going to watch it, definitely.
Yeah,
Out of curiosity. I'm interested to see how it's going to be, if it's a continuation of Sarah Pazzini, or it's even going back to the whole beginning of it and just remaking it, or it's going to be... I don't think it's going to be a prequel. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But that's all that's known.
Well, speaking of things that are being risen from the ashes, past series, fucking Will and Grace
I heard about this.
is making a you heard?
I did.
Oh, I've been trying to keep this from you for ages to like reveal and get your reaction today. That's such a shame that you
But no, I'd forgotten, and you'd reminded me, and I'm equally as happy as I was the first time I found out.
I still feel disappointed.
Good, because I just lied to you.
Yeah, it felt like a lie. It's going to be 10 episodes, and it'll bring back the original stars and creators back to the network, out in 2017-18. And here's a little fun fact. It's going to be the original set. Apparently,
That's
they were
cool.
stored at this Emerson College in Boston. They've been housed there for like the past 10 years. And then the guy who created it had it moved and transported. Isn't that pretty sick?
That's just, yeah, one of those little cool details that just make you feel slightly better about watching it. Which has now made me remember about the Lord of the Rings sets have been torn down fairly recently.
Oh, that's sad.
Like, Rivendell's completely gone. Edoras is gone.
Hobbiton's still there though.
Yeah, they've turned those into pubs and bed and breakfasts and little houses. Yeah, Peter Jackson owns one of the houses there, one of the Hobbit holes there, and it's his retirement home.
That's cool. Well, Will and Grace, they weren't even meant to be the main storyline.
Really?
Yeah. In the original write-up, they were like a side story to just distract you from the main plot. But they surveyed so well. When they did those for Will and Grace, they found that the audience liked their storyline better. So they bumped the other one off and had theirs as the main.
Anyway, I have kaiju news.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's not about Pacific Rim. It's got nothing to do with the sequel either.
But you had to mention its name anyway.
Of course I did. I can't wait for the sequel. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, it's a film coming out called Colossal, starring Anne Hathaway.
I like her.
There's just a teaser trailer that was shown the other day. There's not much known about this movie at all. Anyway, a kaiju randomly shows up. We see it in all its glory. It doesn't look bad. It looks like one of the ones from Godzilla, the new one, released in 2014. It looks like one of those kaiju. Anyway, so it turns up, it's doing its kaiju shit, fucking shit up properly. Anyway, after a while, people begin to think it's being controlled by something because of the way it moves and its body language and stuff like that.
Like the fuck has been hacked.
Yes. It turns out that Anne Hathaway's character, we don't know her name yet, is controlling it.
Of course it was Anne Hathaway. It was always going to be. She always surprises me, that woman.
She isn't aware she's controling it, though.
Of course she's not, it's Anne Hathaway. Did you see her on Lip Sync Battle?
No.
Oh, she was playing against Emily Blunt. It was the most amazing one I've ever seen. Not that I've seen many, I think I've seen about 4. But out of the 4 that I've seen, it was really, really good. She comes out fucking dressed as Miley Cyrus from Wrecking Ball, and then this Wrecking Ball appears and she's swinging on it in her undies. Oh, it looked great. She's a good sport, like Anna.
She starts to become aware that she's controlling it and obviously starts dancing, and then the kaiju starts dancing and stuff like that. I just want a scene where she's like getting really drunk and falling down the stairs, and then we cut to what the kaiju's doing, like destroying thousands of people rolling around.
That silly goose is up again.
But Pacific Rim 2 is coming out soon. It's going to be amazing.
It's not.
There's been pictures of it.
No.
It's going to be amazing. There's been pictures of it.
I can take a picture of my turd if you'd like.
John Boyega's posted a few things on his Instagram or Twitter or whatever of Gypsy, the main Jaeger in the first film, being like lifted up by some helicopters. John Boyega's in the film, obviously. He's Finn from Star Wars Force Awakens. You don't give a shit about any of this, do you?
No, I'm sorry, I'm staring off into... I'm sorry if you mistook that for interest.
You're kind of interested, aren't you?
Yes.
Excellent. Anyway, I spoke about Pacific Rim more about the actual film I originally had notes for. Colossal. There's a trailer of it on YouTube. Anyway, do you guys remember how Terminator, Rise of the Machines, Salvation and Genesis are all shit?
Yeah.
Many people think it was because James Cameron wasn't involved at all. Rumour has it that he's working on a new sequel / conclusion to the Terminator series. He's already got a director on board.
Who?
Tim Miller. He directed Deadpool. The Deadpool director doing a Terminator movie.
It would be interesting to see the Terminator do whimsical one-liners. Break the fourth wall.
Cameron won't be directing, he'll be too busy doing Avatar stuff, but he's going to oversee the whole operation. The reason why all this has happened all of a sudden, the original Terminator rights were sold to the producer of the first film, Gale Ann Hurd, who's worked on all of the Terminator films and is subsequently Cameron's ex-wife. Yeah. It sounds like it's on alright terms because when Terminator 1 turns 35, which is actually in 2 years' time, about enough time to get a film sorted, release it in a couple of years on the anniversary, it's all kind of falling into place.
Yeah, that timing can't be a coincidence.
After the 2-year period, enough rights will go to Cameron that it can be done for some reason. I don't know why. Because reasons, yeah. Gale Ann Hurd's going to be producing as well. The Skydance guys who funded Genesis, they're already getting involved by talking to some science fiction authors. There's nothing revealed in terms of cast, so basically that's my way of saying I don't know if Schwarzenegger's going to be in it or not.
Oh, he's got to be, come on. I think he's the kind of guy that would always do a cameo.
Really cool bloke, so yeah, he'd do it.
Well, speaking of things that the timing is particularly delicious, Twin Peaks, I have an update. We have finally got a release date.
Ooh,
for this
awesome.
movie. I know, I'm so fucking excited. In America, it's out on Sunday the 21st of May. But if we're in the UK, you'll need a damn fine cup of coffee if you want to catch the premiere, because it's airing on Sky Atlantic on the fucking Monday, like the day after, but at 2 in the fucking morning.
It's a similar situation with Game of Thrones.
Yeah. It's fucking irritating, because it will then be repeated on the Tuesday, 23rd at 9 p.m. That's like, what, 3 days afterwards? What kind of society do we live in where, like, I feel like I'm going back to the caveman ages with this bullshit, because it should be fucking instant for everyone. How is it different? But seriously, how is it different? It's a button, it goes out, it's electricity, it's fucking instant. Why is it taking 2 fucking days to get here?
Basically, it's just down to laws, it's down to legality and shit like that. It's ridiculous.
No, it's
and
whimsical
sometimes,
bullshit.
yeah, then also, I think it's different like countries probably pay more for it as well. It's just shit. Yeah.
Either way, it pisses me off, because it shouldn't be different. It should be the fucking same. I feel like they're trying
It should be for anything, games, films, anything. Why does it have to be different?
Exactly. Why just not? I mean, I guess there's like time zones is an issue, but 2 fucking days, not necessary. When we eventually get it, fucking 2 days later, it's gonna be a 2-hour-long pilot.
So you're not going to be staying up for this.
No, I probably will be on Monday. Or I'll record it. Either way, I'm gonna watch this.
I don't think I've ever stayed up for a premiere of something.
Haven't you?
No.
Well, we shouldn't fucking have to. That's why.
No, you shouldn't.
Really no, especially because they're releasing it on their own platform. They've got like Showtime has their own version of like Netflix and Amazon Prime. Showtime has one, and they're releasing it on that first. So it's going to be 2 hours fucking long. 18 episodes all in all, but don't expect a week-on-week regular telly slot. Like, you know how you have your programmes that always on Monday at 9, whatever. It's not going to be like that.
Is it fixed still? Is it a fix every month at least, or is it whenever they do it?
Well, that's it. They haven't revealed this yet. So their Showtime's boss, David Nevins, said, I want to embrace the unusualness of it, and I think it's quite possible we're not going to have a traditional release pattern.
It just sounds more like an inconvenience, to be honest.
Yeah. So we're getting it 2 hours late, and we're not even getting it at the same time every week. Which is typical David Lynch. I mean, that man does nothing to abide by the usual rules surrounding filmography. And the reason why it's significant and linked to Terminator is because it's 25 years.
I was about to say, are they doing it on the actual date?
Yeah. The significance was that at the end of Fire Walk With Me, at Twin Peaks, the film, Laura Palmer at the end of it says something about see you in 25 years. And now we're 25 years after it was released.
So you need to do cocaine for like 25 years straight to write it all out and then put it together.
That seems about right.
Because it's meant to be like really weird, isn't it, Twin Peaks?
Yeah, it's probably. It's great.
I need to get that. I need to watch it.
I think I have it somewhere on an actual disc. I know.
What do you do with them?
They take up a lot of room. We're going to be the old people that are like, oh, I remember when music came physically
on a tape,
and you had to store it on a shelf, and these millennials will be staring at us like we've just shoved a dead seagull down their pants. Because they'll be like, oh god, you had to hold something. Oh no, ours is all on the cloud. Like,
to be honest, I don't miss that shit one bit. I don't miss cassettes. I don't miss CDs.
Cassettes I do.
I don't miss any of it.
I love when you do the rewind. I love listening to the little noises.
I just put a fucking pencil in and rewind.
Yeah.
And there was always a cassette tape wrapped around a lamppost somewhere. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The ribbons of the brown tape were always floating gracefully in the wind.
I used to, because the way my recorder was, I actually used to take mine apart, take off the little plastic bit, cut it shorter, and put them both back on. So when I did the recording, it recorded straight away. So I didn't have to wait for that whole long quietness. It used to piss me off, that did.
Yeah, so we're going to be those people that are going to be like, oh, I remember.
Did you guys catch any of the Oscar nomination shit that happened earlier today?
Yes, I did.
What do you think?
I'm surprised how much La La Land has been nominated for stuff.
I'm yet to see it. The only guy I've spoke to about it said it was shit.
Yeah, it's. I haven't seen it. I've heard lots of mixed things, but mostly bad. Like, I've seen the trailer for it, and the trailer looks like a cross between Me Before You and Hairspray.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, that's exactly how I would say the tone of that film is. But yeah, it looks shit. Like, I'm not that much of a fan of Ryan Gosling, to be fair, which didn't help. But I'm just surprised it's got nominated for so much.
14 nominations in total. The Arrivals had 8 nominations, including Best Picture. And I hope it wins, because it's an awesome film. Doctor Strange has been nominated for Best Visual.
Nice.
I would not be surprised if that won. Which would be a first for Marvel. First ever Oscar. They've been nominated for quite a few in the past. And
just like when Leonardo DiCaprio got his for The Revenant. I still haven't seen The Revenant.
Oh, I haven't either. I really want to.
I've heard so many good things about that. Still haven't seen it.
But yeah, I think that this is Marvel's best shot at an Oscar. It was really visually impressive. Suicide Squad's been nominated for hair and makeup.
I feel like that's just a pity nomination.
It's in the Raspberries a lot, which is the
No shit.
shit film awards, which is a lot more accurate to my own personal ones, which I can't wait to talk about anyway. But it's good that films like Doctor Strange and Suicide Squad have finally been noticed, because it wasn't so long ago that the Academy even acknowledged those sort of films, that they didn't recognise it as a good film just because the protagonist was wearing a mask or a cape or flew a spaceship. But there's so many awesome films that have not won an Oscar or even been nominated. A New Hope had nothing. Citizen Kane. V for Vendetta, nothing. The Wolf of Wall Street, nominated for 5, I believe, nothing. Your favourite film, A Nightmare Before Christmas, nothing. The Big Lebowski, nothing.
Legit.
My favourite film, Pulp Fiction, nothing. In Pulp Fiction's defence, Forrest Gump was out the same year.
That'll do it, yeah. So, the Raspberries.
Yes, it's like the other side to the Oscars. It's like...
The anti-Oscar.
Yeah, the anti-Oscar is like worst film of the year, worst director of the year, worst visuals, etc. Batman vs Superman is nominated a lot. So Suicide Squad. So's Independence Day 2. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's in there a lot.
Oh, good. I don't like him. I don't know why though. There's something about Ben Affleck that just.
I honestly thought he was all right as Batman.
Oh,
The
I just
only
can't
thing
deal
I
with
liked
him.
about it.
You know, you just have those people that you just don't gel with.
He was a better Bruce Wayne than he was Batman. He was really good Bruce Wayne, but when he put the suit on, it just looked uncomfortable.
So the reason why we went out and got locked out is because I'd forgotten the Mackey's toy to talk about, so we had to go and get it. So really, it's all my fault for leaving the key in and being the reason that we went out. And the worst part about it is I didn't even get the toy that I wanted. In this month's Happy Meal, your kids can adventure to Mushroom Kingdom and help Super Mario find his friend Yoshi. Encourage your kids to use their imagination and discover our Happy Meal. So, yeah, exactly. Fucking, who wrote that? Yeah, so this cycle is Super Mario. And I was so excited because I got Princess Peach. And I really wanted Princess Peach and I got this fucking turtle and it pisses me off. But I still have Princess Peach, just not here. I like Princess Peach. Except when we're playing on the Wii.
Oh no, she is a slut when it comes to Mario Kart.
She's a fucking bitch. She's always like...
Fucking shit up.
Shooting fucking bananas at me. Like, yeah, she's always there. Whenever I fuck up, it's because of her. I'm sure of it.
Whenever I fuck up, it's because of King Boo.
Yes. Her or Baby Peach.
And Toad.
Baby Mario.
Yeah.
Yes, Baby Mario.
Baby ones. Really.
Baby Mario's a prick.
Yeah, so we had to go out and get me another one. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am. I mean, there's not a huge amount of characters. There's only 4 characters. And the other ones are like, you know, the plant that comes out to eat you.
That has ruined my life.
So many times.
Yeah.
I love that plant.
So yeah, so there's the plant, the turtle, and then there's blocks with like the bricks on, and then the question mark. So yeah, obviously you get Mario and Yoshi.
Is there any Koopa Trooper stuff in there?
No.
That's a shame.
It's literally Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi as characters.
That's so typical. Why don't go to the underground characters and have them?
Exactly. I mean, how many actual figures are there? 8. There's 8 characters, and they've wasted half of them with fucking turtle shells and plants.
Because we have Mario Kart Skeletrix, so we could just
rig it up.
Yeah, we'd like tow it along, and it would look amazing.
It would look cute.
Or you could just throw it in your car while you're driving it around.
Yeah.
We could just
Backing
do
off
that.
the drive.
No, he meant the Scalextrics. Just in real life.
Just twat it at your car.
Yeah.
I had visions of Scott throwing those plastic turtles at your car.
I
Like,
do as Just like, I'd be like going to get milk or something, and he just bursts down,
Dressed as Princess fucking Peach.
dressing gown open, dicks out, throwing these plastic McDonald's toys at my car. That'd be on a Sunday. That would be hideous. Make it happen.
So yeah, I'm enjoying the Mackey's toys right
Yeah.
now. Other than the slight waste of characters. That does annoy me though.
Are you going to get the Nintendo Switch? Which leads us to
Dickhead
of the Week.
Dickhead of the Week this week is Nintendo again.
Again?
Yes, again. Do you know Xbox and PlayStation have you pay a monthly subscription, you get some free games, and they're yours. As long as you go through the purchasing process.
Yeah.
And once they're yours, that's it. You play them whenever you want, as long as you pay for the subscription. Nintendo, they give you one, and then they take it away, and then you can buy it.
What?
But you still pay monthly. So you
What?
pay a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
They'll give you a game. You've got a month to play it, and then they take it off you. And if you want to play it again, you've got to buy it.
You rent it off them for a period of time.
But well, you're still paying. Yeah, so you're just paying monthly just for one that you're renting.
So it's extra if you want to keep it.
Yeah, you have to pay more.
Why?
Just because they want more money out of you. So yeah, so you pay a monthly subscription, you get one game, and then it fucks off, and then you're gonna buy it. Now with PlayStation, because I got 2, 3, and I've got the Vita, I pay $5.99 a month. I get 80 odd quid's worth of games for free, and I keep them as long as I pay the $5.99 a month. So if I stop the subscription, I still got them, but I just can't play them. But if I pay the subscription, I get them all again. It's a bit like Netflix.
Yeah.
But you have to go through the purchase. You don't actually have to go and get every single one. You can just get the ones you want.
But with Nintendo, they're making you pay extra for that.
Yeah, you have to pay extra for it.
Why?
For the money grubbing bastards.
Because they're being dickheads.
I do want. I'm thinking about getting one. I won't do the whole monthly thing. That's just a load of bullshit. It's like 280 quid, and it's basically a tablet, and then you just plug it in and out. Having like a docking station which you can play on the TV or take out with you and just walk. The hand controls slide off the side, and you can give it to someone else and can play Mario Kart. So you both can sit there and play Mario Karts wherever you are, like randomly in the car.
While you're waiting for Alan to turn up
Yeah.
to unlock your house.
But the battery life's only like a couple of hours. But do you know what? It would have been in Wi-Fi distance as well. So
Could you
We're only
imagine?
on the drive.
I know.
Could you imagine us being used in the advert? Have you seen the advert for this fucking thing? By the way?
No, but I feel like we should rewrite it for them because
Yes.
people are going to
It's
buy
some-
it more now.
It's some dickhead walking around various parts of his pointless existence with different methods of playing these games.
It would definitely look more sleek if it was just a picture of us playing it with Alan in the background,
Next to
like
the
working
door.
away.
And he's asking us for help, and we're like,
Yeah, you're like holding the torch for him with one hand, and like your controller with the other.
but no, I think Dickhead of the Week should go to Nintendo for that
Because
bullshit.
as well, we had Dickhead of the Year, didn't we, last time? Weren't we leaving it to comments?
Yes, we got a grand total of 3 comments, all voting
That's
for.
quite good for us.
Yeah, all voting for the iPhone 7.
Hey, victory.
Bullshit.
It's not. It's poetic justice.
No, Warner Brothers should have got it for delaying the Pacific Rim sequel.
They should have gotten big fucking
Saint of
fruit
the year.
basket from me at some point this week. I did ask for delivery confirmation.
So congratulations to iPhone for that. Well done.
Oh, it's just awful.
So where does Nintendo end up on the...
Well, this
Chart.
is what I was going to ask you. I mean, Nintendo's already on the chart with Shooting Birds. Is anyone?
Sorry, the Shooting Blood.
Was the Pokemon?
It's
The
the
Pokemon incident with the advertising.
Yeah, that was
No, that was a lot worse. This isn't as bad as that.
No, I agree. This isn't as bad.
So, are we putting this Nintendo incident with the other one, or are we having a separate Nintendo?
Separate.
So it's going in cock ring with Will Smith.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
Nintendo Switch. It's official. It's been locked down.
Anyway, do we have any questions?
No, we don't.
Awesome. Right. Well, I'm good to finish it here.
Yeah, I'm good to finish.
Alright, cool. Thanks ever so much for listening.
Can you believe that we did this one so close together with the other one?
I know.
Yeah, it's within a month of each other.
I feel like we're going too fast.
Way too quick.
We need to slow our shit down.
We need to, yeah.
This level of production is not sustainable.
It's too rapid. The internet's limited. Yeah, right.
Good night.
Good night.
There you go.
I had a hilarious intro to this episode. It was brilliant. It was probably going to be the best joke I've ever told. It had everything. But due to unforeseen yet not surprising circumstances, we are currently recording from Scott's car.
Off of my phone.
Off of Claire's phone.
Which is on seriously low battery, by the way.
Thank you for the commitment. It's unreal. Would you like to tell the listeners what happened, Claire?
Oh, with great fucking delight. So, what it was, you know how I do my McDonald's toy reviews? That you all know and love, listeners. I can tell by the enthusiasm, by the amount that I still have in my wardrobe that no one wants. I'd forgotten the toy, essentially. I'd left it at home. And I was like, well, this is no good. I had a whole bit. It was really funny. I had Princess Peach. Mario, isn't it? Mario is the toys, and it was Princess Peach. And you know, I love a blonde.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Oh, but I swear to God, on playing Mario Kart though, fucking she always fucks me over that picture.
Every time it's either Baby Peach,
King
Boo, Toad, or Mario,
or you,
or me, Koopa Trooper.
Fucking Koopa Dickle. So I was like, well, fuck this noise. Can't be doing this without a visual in front of me. Because, you know, it really benefits the listeners. I say viewers, I don't know why. It really benefits the listeners having the toy in my hand and being able to see it. You know, it's really immersive.
That's a good point. We could have just made the whole thing up and not have to leave the house and be locked. Oh, wait, no, spoiler alert.
Oh,
sorry.
spoilers,
fuck,
don't wreck
sorry.
it. Don't wreck it. Yeah, so really, this whole thing was completely unnecessary, but I felt that I was peckish, so fuck it. But I didn't even get a fucking Princess Peach. I got a fucking turtle. It's like the worst one.
I've been fucked over by so many of those turtles.
And it's happened again. Motherfucking turtle. Anyway, so it's pretty legit though. The Mario.
Oh god, yeah, I'm quite surprised by it overall, to be honest.
I was really there is a Koopa Trooper, there's a little toy.
Damn right.
Oh no, it's Yoshi.
Bollocks.
Yoshi.
You dreams destroyer.
Oh no. It just gets worse, doesn't it? Yeah, so we left the house to go and get me a Happy Meal. The sacrifices I make for you listeners, it's unbelievable. And we've just arrived back and found that we're locked out, is what's happened. Mostly because my keys are in the other side of the door.
I wasn't even going to bother explaining the mechanics of it, but why not? There's a key on the inside of the house.
The most annoying thing is, like, everything is set up ready for us to go. I mean, it's all warm, the heating's on.
Yeah.
And we're sat in Scott's fucking car.
Yeah, I posted my Rogue One review mere hours ago. I should be in there celebrating and basking in the success.
You should be in there getting fucked up, is what should be happening. I haven't even opened a beverage, nothing.
No, I'm completely sober.
Oh.
There's not even. Is there anything in the car that we could get fucked up on? We rang the locksmith and he asked us what material the door was made out of, and he was like, "Is it wood or PVC?" And I just had a vision of him just looking at two different hammers.
It was funny though. I was just like, Scott, it's PVC, baby. Say. Fucking hilarious. But no, yeah. So poor Scott is currently on the phone to
people
getting shit sorted. But in the meantime, you know, we can't fail you listeners. So
we will probably resume the podcast or begin the podcast officially when we get in, if we get in.
But if not, this is all we have.
Yeah, I'll probably upload this anyway, regardless of what happens. Just for the lols, if anything.
For the lols. I mean, we should just, like, start off with this.
Right.
Like, anyway.
What did you have to talk about? I had some stuff.
I had loads to talk about, and it's all inside.
I had Star Wars stuff. I had the Oscars. I've got...
I have Twin Peaks news.
You had Twin Peaks news?
Yeah, I've got Twin Peaks news. I'm excited about that.
Well, I won't say what I've got, because it'll just spoil the magic.
I know. I don't want to start, just in case I want to get fucked so badly. Speaking of getting fucked,